Da-da-da! It's a bird. It's a plane. It's ImmaLetYouFinish podcast, episode number 190 on the Pantheon Podcast Network. I am your scintillating host, Courtney Montgomery Anderson, Court Monty, DJ Jeff, all the things. My co-host, Miss Amy Linden, is still on her world tour of Roberta Flackistan and will be back next week. So you just got me. And it's our birthday. ImmaLetYouFinish is 5 years old. I cannot believe this show is 5 years old, 190 episodes. I just couldn't even see it that far. Like when we first started and our sound was shit and it was driving me crazy, I didn't think I could make it to 10. I kept telling Ann Christoph, who used to produce the show, I was like, I don't think I'm going to make it. She was like, just get to 10 episodes and then see how you feel. So here we are at 190, my second show solo, which is weird, but hey, it is what it is. In 5 years. So thank you to everybody who's been here from the beginning. Thank you to all of the people that we picked up along the way and shared and told your friends and talked to us and talked to us on our Facebook. We appreciate you. Thank you. And it's Pride Month. So happy Pride to everybody who celebrates everywhere. Let's get into the week, shall we? So about 5 days ago, at night, I love how everybody's doing these night drops. Rolling Stone drops a really long investigative piece that they've had somebody working on, I believe they said, for 6 months. It's all about Diddy and just everything. And I have to tell you, it's a lot of reading. I think you should read it if you're interested. Honestly, the only thing I can say is nothing seems that surprising anymore. It really, really doesn't. It's like, okay, so we get tales of abuse all the way back to college. You know, we've heard some of the accusations that people have made against him dating back to the 90s. But the story is about just a man who just seemed very sort of focused on being at the top at all costs with bodies in the road. Look, I've said this a million times on this show. People in the music industry who are really successful, I'm talking really successful, those levels of success, there are always bodies left in the road. You don't get to be that successful in an industry that has thrived on robbing people of their intellectual property, their discoveries, their publishing, locking people into really crazy contracts and people not understanding that they're signing their life away. So while it sounds pretty monstrous, the things that are being said there, I gotta tell you, just from someone who's been in this music industry for a really long time, some of those things that I was hearing, I was like, yeah, I remember hearing that around the time. Because, you know, the music industry was really small back then. You know what I mean? It's like, and we all people knew each other. People moved around from different labels and it wasn't as big as it feels now. But I think it's a read. I hope most of you read it. It's not good stuff. And he's a man who actually sounds like a monster. And I'm sure he'll have his friends who defend him. And listen, everybody needs friends to stand by their side. But everybody can't be lying on you. It's like that other guy who always says everything is a witch hunt. Everybody's not lying. Everybody's not lying. No one's that unlucky. Tell me the person you've met in your life who's that unlucky all the time with everything. You're that unlucky and everyone is a liar. It's not the case. So last week we talked about artists booking themselves into venues that maybe they can't fill anymore. And since then, Jennifer Lopez has canceled her tour. Now, and she says she's heartsick over it and she needs to spend more time with her family. Listen, we don't know if it's that. It could be that. Could it be that Live Nation realized that going out and playing half-empty arenas is going to lose everybody millions of dollars and pull the plug and let her save face? Whatever it is, you guys know from listening to this show that I am not the number one Jennifer Lopez fan. She's not my favorite. But I used to like Jennifer Lopez. I think she's just been relentless. And after a while, I'm just like, I'm tired of kind of seeing the same thing from you. I'm not interested. However, the hate that I'm seeing, listen, has she been in our face with all of the relationships and all of the things? Yes, absolutely. Has it been annoying and dumb? Yes, absolutely. Has it been thirstier than an orgy in the desert during summer season? Yep, absolutely. But the hate feels ugly on another level. It's like people are happily dancing and wanting a demise, and it's almost like they want a public flogging. And part of me is like, well, you lived your life so publicly, you've put it in our face. Yeah, like you're going to get that back. But then the flip side is it's just kind of like, damn, do we have to see her ripped to shreds? You know what I mean? It's like, so hopefully she will get the memo, go someplace, just go take some time away from everybody. Go make a really great movie. Stop trying to make records. Nobody wants a Jennifer Lopez record in 2024 or 2025. You had a moment when it was the hottest thing on the planet to be you. You were making cute, fun pop songs. You were supposed to have that moment, love it, and then go on to be the stellar actor who can possibly win the Academy Award that you want. Go concentrate on that. Stop singing. Someone who's telling us that they're going to stop singing in a touring capacity anyway is the icon, legend, and native New Yorker, Cyndi Lauper, who has announced her fall farewell tour. Which, you know what? Cyndi Lauper, I believe, just turned 70. She's an icon. Her voice is still great. She's got an amazing catalog, especially past those 80s records that people need to really dig into more. Hat Full of Stars, Bring You to the Brink. Her dance record still holds up. It is fucking amazing. She sounds great on these songs, and it deserves a vinyl reissue, and you guys should absolutely check it out if you've never heard Bring You to the Brink. She also has a new documentary that's airing this week on Paramount Plus, I believe, called Let the Canaries Sing. Listen, congratulations on a fucking great career. She's coming to the Garden. I think everybody should go see her. This is the last time she's going to do it. You know, we appreciate you because I don't think she's like Cher. I don't think she's going to announce a farewell tour and then we look up and she's still touring. So it is the day after Summer Jam in New York. And it doesn't even feel like Summer Jam happened. I didn't even realize that it had happened until this morning. It feels like nothing feels special anymore. There was a time, oh, hey, truck moving outside. There was a time when Summer Jam, you knew Summer Jam weekend was in New York. It used to be at first, it was at Giant Stadium back in the day, and then it was at MetLife. It was at the stadium. Now it's not. It's in the arena. It's at the USB Arena in Queens, I believe. And it just doesn't feel the same. It doesn't have that same pull of specialness that had all of New York being like, yes, I need to be at Summer Jam. It feels past its prime or something. But at least the Roots Picnic was this past weekend, and that looked amazing. That still looks like it was giving all the vibes. The artists were all there. I watched some of the clips on Jill Scott was great, Nas. And Sexy Red, who probably drew the biggest crowd out of everybody, which is turning people out. But hey, you know, listen, rap is a young man's game, young woman's game, young people's game. They like what they like. And then in the UK, this is where it's like, why am I not living in the UK? They just had Mighty Hoopla last weekend. You guys know how I feel on this show about production and questionable vocals. It was a weekend full of all of the people I love giving questionable vocals and production. Rachel Stevens, Louise, Shaznay, Claire Richards, Delta Goodrum. That is a smorgasbord of poppers and sandwiches. So upset. Why wasn't I there? And Girls Aloud are on tour in the UK. What? You don't understand. My pop, questionable vocal, and it's just everything. Meanwhile, in the US, there's nobody coming here I want to see. Who's coming? There's nobody. Where is it? Where are the people? Where are the albums to be excited about this summer? I'm not excited about anybody's album. There's nothing coming. I really love Dua Lipa. The album came, listened to it, great. I like her. I actually have grown to like this Billie Eilish album. I think it's great. But where is the fagotration for the summer? Where is it? Where's Robin? I don't just need you on a Charlie XCX spoken word song. Where is the shake it, pump it, it's pride, I just want to be grinding and feeling myself moment? Like no one's coming with that record. It's very upsetting. Vince Staples' show is renewed for season 2 at Netflix. I'm so happy about that. That show is really brilliant. And if you have not watched it, please take the time to watch the Vince Staples show on Netflix. It's really, really good. It's listen, he's such a smart dude. And the way the show is done is smart. Each episode is just like a day in the life and all of this crazy, exaggerated shit that happens in the day. And it's pretty, pretty brilliant. And you know what? We're going to take a break and we'll be right back. And we're back. The CEO of Spotify is really, Daniel Ek, is really 100 and he's 150% trying to make himself like the biggest dick in tech or something. Like it's between him and Elon Musk. First, you're pulling together some new bundle, which will include audiobooks that changes the category so that you can pay the creators and the licensees and the music publishing and artists less money. And you're patting yourself on the back like this is a proud accomplishment. Then you decide to insult all the creators saying basically it costs nothing to create content, which, yeah, in certain ways, sure, you can. But like if you're actually professional at doing it, it actually costs to do these things. Like it costs to put the show together. Fun fact, you know what I mean? Fun fact. Then today, Spotify has announced that they're raising their prices for the second time this year in July. Remember what I said last week. These companies are tech companies. They are not music companies. They are tech companies. Tech companies don't give a shit about the other part. They're analytics and data driven. More profits in the pockets of the shareholders. They don't care about your songs. Like Pink Panther is saying, I don't believe a song needs to be over 2.5 minutes. Who needs bridges? Who needs... It's like, let me just tell you something. If I wrote a song, listen, I'm not going to... I've liked some of her songs, but the songs have 5 lyrics. Some of the greatest songs in the world have a bridge, repeat a chorus, might even repeat a verse. It's very much one of those, please have a seat. Have your opinion about your music and how you feel your writing process is. But let's not try to act like you've written the White Album. Okay? So have a seat. I want to say congratulations to Real Madrid. They won the European Cup over the weekend. They're 15th. And they're set to announce Kylian Mbappe at some point tonight, June 3rd. So they're already looking forward to next year. That's what makes them great. They're champions. They don't look behind them. They keep looking ahead, moving ahead. I also wish that the coverage of the WNBA would stop feeling so sexist. Stop trying to pit these players against each other. They're competitive. Women are allowed to shit talk in sports. Women are allowed to be competitive. Women are allowed to be even a little rough out there. It's sport, and that's what they are doing. Now, I think the Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese hate has been really ridiculous. These young women have not done anything. Listen, people want to get mad at Caitlin Clark. It's ridiculous. It is not her fault that the light shone on her. It's not. And what are you supposed to do if the light shines on you? Are you supposed to just say, no, let me not step into it? She won a champ. She did not win a championship, but she had a lot of milestones in college. She came in with some fanfare, so did Angel Reese, and it's great. All of that brings more attention to your sport, and we love to see it. I've been watching all of the Liberty games. I'm rooting for my home team. I feel bad for our Rangers, who really crashed out in this Eastern Conference playoff series, man. Like, I thought this year seemed like there was something really special in the room. They felt like they could absolutely go all the way and do it. And then they just crashed out. It's like, I don't even know what they need to make them better. They were number one literally the entire season. Heartbreaking. But you know what, fellas? It sucks now, and you should be upset because I'm not one of those people who believes, oh, everything's gonna be. No, you should be upset. You should be pissed off. You should be like, we blew this shit. And then you pick yourself back up, get training for the next season. You have to put it all behind you and make some moves. Listen, there's supposed to be a lot of moves going on for our Knicks, right? There's so many rumors swirling right now. There's rumors that Julius Randle could be traded. And, lately I feel like he could know something or feel something because he's been making statements and that have been talking about how I really love to stay in New York. I hope I'm still here, all of those things. So that leads me to believe, do you know that you possibly are one of the pieces they could be looking to trade? And today I just read someplace that Mitchell Robinson could be traded. We like Mitch, but he can't stay healthy. It doesn't help us if we have a player who's great and can't stay healthy. We got a lot of injuries to overcome, but we do have picks in this draft that are coming up later this month, and we have money. We've been spending wisely, so let's see what happens in the offseason. Congratulations to all our New York teams. Our Yankees are doing great. Our Mets, again, dude, it's like, what the fuck? I just don't understand. I don't understand. And this week starts the NBA Finals. We got Boston versus Dallas. Now, I have friends from Boston, so I technically should be vehemently saying, no, I do not want them to win. But I kind of feel like they need to win. This team together, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, they need to win. They need to win now. This feels like a win. If they do not win these finals, it is a complete failure of everything. Paying people all of the money they paid them because they keep getting close and not grabbing the prize. Now, on the flip side, I'm a huge Kyrie Irving fan. I would love to see him win in Dallas and be like on a team that is now his, where he's stepped into a leadership role and he's a more mature version of himself and he's playing great. I would love to see him win. I think that would be amazing. So we shall see. But for my friend Flavia, I wouldn't be mad if her beloved Boston Celtics won, because I know that she's going to be impossible if they win. She's just going to be impossible if they win. So Eminem is back with a new single. It's called Houdini. Some people love it. Some people don't. I don't think it's his best, but it's like, oh, okay, cool. I'm trying to figure out what the song of the summer is going to be, because we're at June. It's like, where is my eyes and ears a star for the beauty? Where is the moment? We have a Dua Lipa record, right? She came, great. We love Dua Lipa, but it's not the sexiest moment for her with these songs. We've got Sabrina Carpenter and Espresso. That feels like a hit that will probably stay around for a minute. And they just released a Mark Ronson remix. And, that's cute. That should give it a little kick. But where's that moment, guys? Don't you remember, like, summer always felt like we knew that these big records were coming. We were all ready and anticipating some fierce shit. And now here it is. It's summer coming. It's here. It's June, where we've had our Memorial Day weekend. And nothing feels like an event record. Nothing. Nothing feels like, oh my God, we have that thing we're looking forward to. Not even tour-wise. Even though Nicki Minaj is coming back around and these tour, like, people are coming around for second legs, there's not even that show where you feel like, oh my God, I have to go see this. Like, Taylor Swift is coming back to the US, but those tickets have been sold out for 20 million years. Like, that's not like, we're going to get some last minute tickets to Taylor Swift. There's no exciting moment that feels like, listen, there are all these little separate pockets, but there's not that community album that we're all like, yo, this shit is spinning out of every car you hear coming by. Nothing. So I don't know. Is this going to be a boring summer of maybe someone will drop a bop that we didn't see coming? I mean, like I said, I talked about last week. I love that Nelly Furtado's back out there, and I like her new single, Love Bites. But that also feels like there are people who love her. It doesn't feel like it's encompassing all of us. Congratulations to Shabuzi for putting out his album on Friday. Listen, I'm happy for people trying, but nothing feels big yet. Nothing feels like it's going to be the song of pride yet. So we shall see. It feels like a really sort of boring, stale time in this industry. But it is what it is. Anywho, that's it for today. It's a short one. You just had me. I had you. It's our 5th anniversary. We're 5 years old, which still blows my mind. It's kind of crazy. And it's Pride Month. So once again, thank you for listening on the Pantheon Podcast Network, where we come out every week with new episodes. And tell a friend, share the show, post the show. You can find us now. We're also on YouTube. You know what I mean? So every new episode is there on YouTube on our page. And we also have the Pantheon Podcast page, where the show is part of the main feed. And you guys on our Facebook. It's so interesting how TikTok, yeah, we get some views there, but our Facebook page is really active. And I'm never on my personal Facebook page. So people who are always trying to leave me messages there, I'm never there. Just hit me on the ImmaLetYouFinish page. And we will see you next week. Bye.